To obtain certification as a sign installer in Pennsylvania, you must meet specific requirements. Firstly, electrical certification is crucial. It is essential to hold a valid electrician's license from the Pennsylvania State Board of Electrical Examiners, or PEBIC, in the appropriate category for the type of electrical work being performed. Secondly, sign installation experience is necessary. You need to have at least 5 years of documented experience in the installation and maintenance of permanent signs. Thirdly, an examination is required. This involves passing a written examination administered by PEBIC. While not explicitly required, it is highly recommended to complete the following courses. 1. OSHA 10-hour construction safety course. 2. Electrical theory and wiring for sign installers. 3. Sign installation techniques and standards. Here are the steps to obtain the certification. 1. Obtain electrical certification by applying for and obtaining an electrician's license from PEBIC. 2. Gain experience by documenting at least 5 years of relevant experience. 3. Register for the examination by contacting PEBIC. 4. Prepare for the examination by studying the recommended courses and materials. 5. Take and pass the written examination. Additional information is available to assist you. The examination is offered twice a year, typically in May and November. The cost of the examination is $25 plus any additional fees for registration and materials. For more information and registration details, contact PEBIC at Post Office Box 156, New Cumberland, Pennsylvania 17070-156, or by phone at 800-566-3890. You can also visit their website at www.electricalicense.gov. The Pennsylvania State Board of Electrical Examiners is the authoritative body for these matters. Remember that electrical work on signs necessitates a valid electrician's license to ensure safety and compliance with regulations. Documented experience is vital. Keep thorough records of your work, including dates, job descriptions, and any relevant certifications or training you've undertaken. The written examination will assess your knowledge of electrical codes, sign installation techniques, and safety procedures. Adequate preparation is key. The recommended courses provide a strong foundation for the exam and for safe and effective sign installation practices. The OSHA 10-hour construction safety course is crucial for understanding workplace safety regulations and preventing accidents. Electrical theory and wiring for sign installers provides essential knowledge for safe and compliant electrical connections. Sign installation techniques and standards will familiarize you with best practices for sign installation. When applying for an electrician's license, be prepared to provide proof of your qualifications, education, and experience. The PEBIC website offers detailed information about the application process and requirements. When documenting your experience, be specific about the types of signs you've installed, the electrical work you've performed, and any challenges you've overcome. This documentation can include letters from employers, project summaries, and photographs of your work. When registering for the examination, be sure to meet all deadlines and provide all required information. The PEBIC website will provide details about the exam format, content, and scoring. When preparing for the examination, review relevant sections of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, specifically those related to signs and outdoor lighting. Familiarize yourself with local codes and regulations related to sign installation. Practice solving problems related to electrical calculations, wiring diagrams, and troubleshooting. The examination will likely cover topics such as grounding, bonding, overcurrent protection, and wiring methods. Consider joining a professional organization for sign installers. These organizations often offer training, resources, and networking opportunities. Stay up to date on the latest technologies, techniques, and regulations related to sign installation. Continuous learning is essential for staying competitive and providing high-quality services. Always prioritize safety on the job site. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, such as hard hats, safety glasses, and gloves. Follow lockout/tagout procedures when working on electrical equipment. Use appropriate tools and equipment for the job. Inspect all equipment before use to ensure it is in good working order. Be aware of potential hazards such as overhead power lines, underground utilities, and traffic. Take steps to mitigate these hazards. Communicate effectively with your coworkers and supervisors. Ensure everyone is aware of the tasks being performed and any potential risks. Plan each installation carefully. Consider factors such as the size and weight of the sign, the location of the installation, and the environmental conditions. Obtain all necessary permits and approvals before beginning work. Follow all applicable codes and regulations. Document each step of the installation process. This documentation can be helpful for future maintenance and repairs. Provide your clients with clear and concise instructions on how to operate and maintain their signs. Be available to answer questions and provide support. Build strong relationships with your clients. Provide excellent service and strive to exceed their expectations. Continuously improve your skills and knowledge. Attend training sessions, read industry publications, and network with other professionals. Strive to be the best sign installer you can be. Consider the specific electrical requirements for different types of signs, such as neon signs, LED signs, and illuminated channel letters. Each type of sign may have different voltage, current, and wiring requirements. Understand the importance of proper grounding and bonding for electrical safety. Grounding and bonding help to prevent electrical shock and reduce the risk of fire. Be familiar with the different types of wiring methods used in sign installations, such as conduit, cable, and raceway. Choose the appropriate wiring method for the specific application. Understand the importance of overcurrent protection for electrical circuits. Overcurrent protection devices, such as fuses and circuit breakers, protect circuits from damage caused by excessive current. Be familiar with the different types of transformers used in sign installations. Transformers are used to step up or step down voltage to match the requirements of the sign. Understand the importance of proper ventilation for electrical enclosures. Ventilation helps to prevent overheating and extend the life of electrical components. Be familiar with the different types of lighting controls used in sign installations, such as photocells, timers, and dimmers. Lighting controls can help to reduce energy consumption and extend the life of lamps. Understand the importance of regular maintenance for signs. Regular maintenance can help to prevent problems and extend the life of the sign. Be prepared to troubleshoot electrical problems in signs. Use appropriate test equipment and follow safe procedures. Understand the importance of proper disposal of old signs and electrical components. Follow all applicable environmental regulations. Consider the aesthetic aspects of sign installation. Install signs in a way that is visually appealing and complements the surrounding environment. Be aware of the different types of sign materials, such as aluminum, acrylic, and vinyl. Choose the appropriate materials for the specific application. Consider the wind load and other environmental factors when designing and installing signs. Ensure that signs are properly secured to withstand these forces. Be familiar with the different types of sign mounting hardware, such as bolts, anchors, and brackets. Choose the appropriate hardware for the specific application. Consider the accessibility of signs for maintenance and repairs. Install signs in a location where they can be easily accessed. Be aware of the potential for vandalism and take steps to protect signs from damage. Consider the long-term costs of sign ownership, such as energy consumption, maintenance, and repairs. Choose energy-efficient signs and components to reduce operating costs. Stay informed about changes to codes and regulations related to sign installation. Attend industry events and read trade publications to stay up to date. Consider the impact of sign lighting on the environment. Use energy-efficient lighting technologies to reduce energy consumption and light pollution. Be aware of the potential for light trespass and take steps to minimize it. Design and install signs that are visually appealing and informative. Use clear and concise messaging to communicate effectively. Consider the target audience when designing signs. Design signs that are appropriate for the target audience. Use color and font choices that are easy to read and understand. Consider the overall brand identity when designing signs. Design signs that are consistent with the brand identity. Be creative and innovative when designing signs. Develop unique and eye-catching designs. Consider the use of technology in sign design. Use digital signage and other technologies to enhance the visual appeal and functionality of signs. Be mindful of the impact of signs on the community. Design signs that are respectful of the surrounding environment and contribute to the overall aesthetic appeal of the community. Remember to prioritize safety, compliance, and quality in all aspects of sign installation. With dedication and hard work, you can become a successful and respected sign installer in Pennsylvania. When choosing wiring for sign installations, consider factors such as the voltage drop, ampacity, and environmental conditions. Voltage drop is a decrease in voltage along a conductor due to its resistance. Excessive voltage drop can cause lights to dim and equipment to malfunction. Ampacity is the current carrying capacity of a conductor. The conductor must be able to safely carry the maximum current that will flow through it. Environmental conditions, such as temperature and moisture, can affect the performance and lifespan of wiring. Choose wiring that is suitable for the specific environment. Use appropriate connectors and terminations for all wiring connections. Ensure that all connections are tight and secure. Protect wiring from physical damage. Use conduit or other protective measures to prevent damage from abrasion, impact, or other hazards. Label all wiring clearly. This will help to prevent confusion and make it easier to troubleshoot problems. Use different colors of wire to identify different circuits. This will make it easier to trace circuits and troubleshoot problems. Keep wiring neat and organized. This will make it easier to access and maintain the wiring. Follow all applicable codes and regulations when installing wiring. This will help to ensure that the installation is safe and compliant. When selecting overcurrent protection devices, such as fuses and circuit breakers, consider the ampacity of the circuit and the interrupting rating of the device. The ampacity of the circuit is the maximum current that the circuit is designed to carry. The interrupting rating of the device is the maximum current that the device can safely interrupt. Choose a device with an interrupting rating that is greater than the available fault current at the point of installation. Coordinate overcurrent protection devices to ensure that the device closest to the fault will trip first. This will help to minimize the extent of the outage. Label all overcurrent protection devices clearly. This will help to prevent confusion and make it easier to troubleshoot problems. Use different colors of circuit breakers to identify different circuits. This will make it easier to trace circuits and troubleshoot problems. Keep overcurrent protection devices readily accessible. This will allow for quick and easy access in the event of a fault. Follow all applicable codes and regulations when installing overcurrent protection devices. This will help to ensure that the installation is safe and compliant. Remember that electrical safety is paramount. Always follow safe work practices and use appropriate personal protective equipment when working with electricity. If you are not qualified to perform electrical work, hire a licensed electrician. Always de-energize circuits before working on them. Verify that the circuit is energized using a voltage tester. Lock out and tag out circuits to prevent them from being accidentally energized. Use insulated tools when working on electrical circuits. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses, gloves, and shoes. Be aware of the potential hazards of electricity, such as shock, arc flash, and electrocution. Take steps to mitigate these hazards. If you are not sure how to safely perform an electrical task, ask for help from a qualified electrician. Remember that electricity can be dangerous. Always be careful and follow safe work practices. Furthermore, consider the specifics for obtaining an electrician's license. The Pennsylvania State Board of Electrical Examiners stipulates particular requirements depending on the type of license sought. There are different categories of licenses, potentially including those for general electricians, master electricians, and others. Each category has its own prerequisites in terms of education, experience, and examination. The application process typically involves submitting an application form, providing documentation of your qualifications, and paying an application fee. The board will review your application and determine whether you meet the requirements for licensure. If your application is approved, you will be scheduled to take the required examination. The examination will assess your knowledge of electrical codes, theory, and practices. If you pass the examination, you will be issued an electrician's license. The license must be renewed periodically, typically every 2 years. Continuing education may be required to maintain your license. It is imperative to consult the Pennsylvania State Board of Electrical Examiners website or contact them directly to obtain the most up-to-date and accurate information about licensing requirements. The website will provide detailed information about the different types of licenses available, the specific requirements for each license, the application process, and the examination process. Additionally, consider consulting with experienced electricians or electrical contractors in Pennsylvania. They can provide valuable insights and guidance on navigating the licensing process and succeeding in the electrical field. Building a network of professional contacts can be beneficial for your career development. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations. It is updated every 3 years. Staying current with the latest edition of the NEC is essential for ensuring safe and compliant electrical installations. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It is organized into chapters, articles, and sections. Each section provides specific requirements for electrical installations. Understanding the NEC is essential for anyone working in the electrical field. There are many resources available to help you learn the NEC, including textbooks, training courses, and online resources. Consider taking a course on the NEC to improve your understanding of the code. The OSHA 10-IR Construction Safety course is a valuable training program for anyone working in the construction industry. It covers a wide range of safety topics, including fall protection, electrical safety, and hazard communication. The course is designed to help workers identify and avoid hazards on the job site. Completing the OSHA 10-IR Construction Safety course is often required for employment in the construction industry. The course is typically offered by authorized OSHA training providers. The course can be completed online or in a classroom setting. Upon completion of the course, you will receive an OSHA 10-IR Construction Safety card. This card is proof that you have completed the training. Sign installation experience is crucial for becoming a certified sign installer. It allows you to develop the skills and knowledge necessary to perform the job safely and effectively. During your sign installation experience, you will learn how to install different types of signs, how to work with electrical systems, and how to troubleshoot problems. You will also learn how to work safely on construction sites and how to comply with applicable codes and regulations. To gain sign installation experience, you can work for a sign company, an electrical contractor, or a construction company. You can also volunteer your time to help install signs for non-profit organizations. When documenting your sign installation experience, be sure to keep accurate records of the types of signs you installed, the electrical work you performed, and the I/Os you worked. This documentation will be required when you apply for certification. The written examination for sign installation certification is designed to assess your knowledge of electrical codes, sign installation techniques, and safety procedures. The examination typically consists of multiple choice questions and may also include some practical problems. To prepare for the examination, you should study the recommended courses and materials, review relevant sections of the NEC, and practice solving problems related to electrical calculations, wiring diagrams, and troubleshooting. You should also familiarize yourself with local codes and regulations related to sign installation. Take practice examinations to assess your knowledge and identify areas where you need to improve. On the day of the examination, be sure to bring all required materials, such as identification and the calculator. Read each question carefully before answering and answer all questions to the best of your ability.